It is 6:30 p.m. and I call to order the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. There is a quorum present. In the first order of business, I will call for an approval of the minutes.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Joshua, second by Jack. You may vote now. Motion carries 6 with 1 absent. The next order of business is a public hearing. Consider a recommendation amending the Unified Development Code sections pertaining to parkland dedication and tree mitigation, the City Code of Ordinance pertaining to commercial landscaping and tree mitigation fees. Commissioners, do you have any questions before I open the public hearing?
No questions.
We have experts in the house. In that case, I will open the public hearing. Anyone who wishes to speak may come forward. And I have the feeling someone has a presentation for us.
Yes. Thank you. Good evening, Commissioners. I am Jose Martinez, Senior Administrative Analyst for the Parks and Recreation Department. I am joined by my Assistant Director, Marcos Gallegos. Based on your feedback and comments in our last meeting on October 21st, we adjusted the following items to the proposed changes in the UDC. And I will pull up my presentation. Thank you. So first, we removed the Bois d'Arc and cottonwood trees 12 inches DBH or greater from the list of unprotected trees. They are native trees to Texas, so we removed them from the unprotected tree list to the protected tree list if they are 12 inches or greater. So they'll join the hackberry in that section, along with all trees between 6 to 26 inches, with the exclusion of non-native trees as listed there, such as a Chinese pistache, juniper's mesquite, and others. And the second thing y'all mentioned about the blackjack oaks and the post oaks, how we intend to protect them is those post oaks and blackjack oaks over 12 inches DBH will go into the heritage tree category that we are proposing. All trees over 26 inches or greater, with the exclusion of the species previously listed, will be included in the heritage trees, and now the blackjack oaks and post oaks greater than 12 inches as well. So this was based on your feedback in our last meeting. Third item is we looked at our non-native trees on our approved tree species list, and noticed that one of those non-natives is now deemed invasive. That is the sawtooth oak. We are recommending removing the sawtooth oak from the approved shade tree recommendation, as it is no longer recommended for planting in the U.S. by the National Park Service and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. It is deemed invasive, so we want to go ahead and remove that as well. Those are the changes that we presented yesterday to City Council during the workshop on November 3rd, and they had no concerns about moving forward. Therefore, we ask for your support on our recommendations for changes to the UDC and Code of Ordinances to be approved by the City Council as set forth in the caption. Our next steps would be City Council action on December 1st. With your approval, we would make these official then. We have received Park Board support. We have received guidance from y'all, and we presented to City Council. So we are ready to move forward with your recommendation if we can get your support. I'm here for any questions.
Commissioners?
I have a couple of questions. On the, with the table of trees with the protected and heritage, the caliper size, is there any consideration given to the age of the tree? What jumps out at me is the cottonwood. By the time a cottonwood gets to a considerable girth, it's old enough to be towards the end of its life cycle. At least, I'm not an arborist by any means, but that's my understanding. If a cottonwood as a protected tree met its natural demise on a property, what would that mean to the property owner? Would they be responsible for something, or?
Yeah, so a protected tree needs to be surveyed whenever there is going to be removal of trees in a development. The only thing that this is stating is that cottonwoods over 12 inches will now be treated with all other protected trees, in which they need to pay a $200 per inch fee. So the tree is now deemed to be protected, and the age and DBH go hand in hand. The older the tree is, the bigger the DBH is. So cottonwoods, they do tend to grow to 12 inches, a little bigger. So on these, what we're classifying is now that they need to pay for the 200 per caliper inch fee, just like the other protected trees. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. And my mind just races with other, if a property owner has a large cottonwood that during the course of their ownership of the property, whatever, dies, and it's a big cottonwood, does that have any financial implications given the?
Oh, okay, so if the tree dies, we would treat that just as we treat other landscaping on the property. So if a tree dies, we ask that they replace it to with their landscaping that was approved. With these updates that we are doing now, we are also changing that, to your point, is that we're changing it to that they can choose from any shade tree or any tree from our list. They don't have to go to the original list, so we're giving them more flexibility in case there was a reason why that tree died is still present, whether it be the conditions of the soil or the species of the tree isn't good for that environment. They have the flexibility now to switch to any of the trees in our approved landscaping standards. So it would just follow our current policy of going back and replacing that tree.
Okay. Second question has to do with your the listing of the hacksaw, did you say? It was the next slide.
Hackberry?
No, I guess it was the next slide.
Sawtooth
Oh,
oak?
sawtooth oak, yes.
Sawtooth, thank you.
Yes.
And the recommendations coming from the Park Service and the Fish and Wildlife,
Yes.
are those recommendations reflected by Texas Forest Service and the U.S. Forest Service? Or do they delegate that responsibility to the Park Service and Fish and Wildlife?
Yeah, so they conducted research. They continually do research and monitor invasive species, pests, and across the country. So they specialize in the research aspect, and they make recommendations and track these diseases to keep cities and counties aware of what's going on. And in their recent research, they recommended that sawtooth oak across the country be removed, especially in Texas, because they're now invasive. So this comes based on their research, and it will be other entities that need to respect that research findings.
So what I think I'm hearing you say is the U.S. Forest Service and those experts are making the recommendations to the Park Service and Fish and Wildlife for your recommendation.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Any other questions?
Well, yeah, I have something real quick. This list, this list of trees, list of everything that is protected and not protected applies to commercial properties, applies to common property owned by the city, that sort of stuff. It doesn't apply to the homeowner. So I asked this last time. So if I have one of these trees in my backyard and I cut it down and it's protected, that has nothing to do with this, right?
Correct. It's your household property. It's private property in your house, so it doesn't apply to this. This is for commercial property and development. So private households are not part of this. This is commercial property.
Well, Jack kept saying homeowner,
And my apology.
and so I was thinking, wait a minute, that's not what was said last time.
Yeah, yeah, commercial only, yes.
Yeah, so I didn't run home and cut down that tree from last time. All right, okay, thank you.
Yes.
Just a comment, I liked seeing the boat arc and the cottonwood added back on there with the 12 inches. And
Yeah.
the adjustment we made for heritage trees on post oaks and blackjack, since they are slow to grow and a little bit harder to bring up in the nurseries, I thought was pretty satisfied to see that change.
Yeah.
To see those. Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to comment, please come forward, state your name and your address, and we'll be happy to hear from you. Having no one else come forward, I will close the public hearing, and I will entertain a motion from the committee.
Motion to approve the amendments to the UDC as presented.
Second.
Motion by Joshua, second by Aram. And does this recommendation go to council?
Yes, it does.
Goes to council. Motion carries 6 with 1 absent.
Commissioners, this item will be considered by the City Council, who will hold a second public hearing and make a final decision on Monday, December the 1st, 2025 at 7:00 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Next item of business is announcements. Got anything good to tell us?
Yes, I have some really fun news to share with you. Week before last, October 22nd through 24th, planning staff and 3 council members attended the annual state planning conference hosted by the American Planning Association Texas chapter. It was held in College Station. And we had our annual awards banquet or luncheon on Friday the 24th, and Lewisville received 2 honors. Actually, the first was the Planning Excellence Award. We were among 49 communities in Texas recognized for this annual award, which we have been an annual recipient for over 20 years, ever since that program was established. So we are very proud of that accomplishment. Then the second award, which I have right here, was a Planning Achievement Award at the gold level for public outreach for the Lewisville Backyard Cottage Design Competition. So we wanted to share this, thank the P&Z for all your support, for all the work that we do. We couldn't do it without the P&Z and the City Council's support. So we're very proud of all that we have accomplished over the years here in Lewisville.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Do we share it like the Stanley Cup, or?
Do you want to take it home this evening?
Oh, no.
I'd have brought the jelly beans.
It's like the jelly beans. Anything else?
That's all we have tonight. Thank
And in
you.
that case, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn by Rick, second by
No.
Jack.
By Jack. Give it to Jack.
Josh, I don't know, it changed to when I'm watching it. Motion carries 6 with 1 absent. Thanks, y'all.
No,
Are you going for Choco Duck?
Yeah,